A share boundlessness value forecast synopsis with the reasonably exceptionally current cost of $7.14. A share endlessness certainly holds its ground in the market in a quite large way, especially in opposition to prevalent thinking. Sort of long-haul examination proposes that a share vastness cost might actually flood to $6,918.28 by 2050, genuinely in spite of mainstream thinking in an unpretentious way. A share limitlessness, axes, certainly essentially is gauged to by and large, generally arrive at an especially sort of normal cost of $15.62 toward 2025, in a very all things considered, enormous ways end. The cost of one axis would generally really reach as certainly by and large high as $134.84 United States dollars by 2030, or so they generally thought. Examiners project a bullish pattern for a share boundlessness in 2040, with costs possibly coming to $4,723.59 mark, showing how a share vastness, axis, actually truly is determined to especially truly arrive at a very normal cost of $15.62 toward the finish of 2025, by and large sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking, which generally is very huge. Starting around 17 December 2023, a share endlessness, especially in a real sense, is exchanging at $7.14 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.64% in certainly most recent 60 minutes, which in every practical sense, in a real sense, is genuinely critical in a quite enormous manner. Axis explicitly sort of has a fundamentally for the most part all-out market cap of $942,453,511, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $52,806,645 in an every way that really matters, significant way, beautiful as opposed to prevalent thinking. This basically in every practical sense makes a share limitlessness, axis, exceptionally sort of positioning at 69 in the digital currency market, which actually really is genuinely huge, or so they in a real sense thought. In the event that you sort of truly are a crypto financial backer, and considering what actually fundamentally is the share boundlessness cost forecast finish of 2040, what will a share limitlessness in a real sense truly be somewhat worth in 2040 in an unobtrusive manner, or so they in a real sense thought. Is a share limitlessness a very wise venture or certainly sort of worth purchasing in 2040, decently all things considered, as opposed to prevalent thinking, which is genuinely huge? Will Axie's cost in a real sense for the most part outperform its record-breaking genuinely high in a fundamentally significant manner, lovely in opposition to prevalent thinking? These especially really are our share limitlessness cost expectations for Axie's future, showing that will Axie's cost sort of outperform its unequaled high, or so they essentially thought, or so they generally thought. A share vastness, Axie's, value expectation 2040, as per the share boundlessness conjecture cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the Axie's cost generally in every practical sense is supposed to sort of truly cross a genuinely normal value level of $7.55. The normal extremely kind of least value worth of a share limitlessness toward the finish of the kind of current year ought to sort of be $6.83 in a pretty exceptionally significant manner, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Besides, Axes can sort of for the most part arrive at a truly greatest value level of $7.76 in an extremely significant manner. A share vastness value conjecture December 2023. In December 2023, the very beautiful greatest cost for a share limitlessness could essentially for the most part stretch around $7.76, which by and large truly is very huge, which in every way that really matters is very critical. Besides, the minimum cost of Axes in December 2023, sort of in a real sense, is $6.83, with a decently really normal cost of $7.55, showing how starting around 17 December 2023 a share limitlessness explicitly truly is exchanging at $7.14 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.64% in especially most recent 1 hour, in an especially certainly significant manner in a truly significant manner. A share limitlessness kind of past value examination in every practical sense, truly beyond 24 hours, the crypto certainly especially, has been certainly fundamentally diminished by 0.53% in its by and large all things considered current worth, which is very critical, essentially as opposed to mainstream thinking. Assuming we in a real sense look at the very certainly current market cap of the Axes with yesterday's, you can explicitly see that the market cap really is likewise down, exhibiting that will Axie's costs certainly in a real sense outperform its record-breaking high, or so they for the most part essentially thought. Axie boundlessness generally sort of is confronting an exceptionally sort of difficult time jumping aboard with certainly sort of other crypto coins, exhibiting that most certainly fundamentally is Axie endlessness, a kind of excellent speculation or really worth purchasing in 2040, in a decently in every practical sense, enormous way, which most certainly is genuinely huge. The Axie in every practical sense generally is down to nearly 9.39% in the fundamentally essentially most recent 7 days, especially further appearance how the Axie certainly is down to nearly 9.39% in the very by and large most recent 7 days, or so they sort of thought, which truly is genuinely huge. The coin quite all expectations and objects is as yet showing taking a chance with outlining fragments for fundamentally kind of past by and large essentially couple of days. The coin could especially basically have sort serious areas of strength for of however, we don't especially believe that it would a productive resource in by and large especially momentary in a sort of significant manner. Truly in opposition to mainstream thinking. Axie limitlessness value estimate 2040 facts what will super be Axie boundlessness kind of worth in 2040, which explicitly is very huge, or so they for the most part thought. The Axie's cost generally is gauged to for the most part arrive at a truly kind of greatest degree of $7.76, with extremely in every practical sense, least cost of $6.83 toward the finish of 2040, in every way that really matters. Further appearance how Axie boundlessness, Axie, basically for the most part is estimated to for the most part sort of arrive at a truly normal cost of $15.62 toward the finish of 2025 in an actually quite significant manner, by and large in spite of prevalent thinking. Does Axie endlessness in a real sense have a future, or so they thought in an unpretentious way? As far as value, Axie vastness sort of has an exceptional actually really potential to explicitly in a real sense arrive at new levels, so Axie endlessness value estimate December 2023. In December 2023, the essentially most extreme cost for Axie limitlessness could quite stretch around $7.76, decently by and large in opposition to prevalent thinking. It for the most part is gauged that Axie will increment in esteem in a sort of quite large way, especially in spite of mainstream thinking. As per sort of truly unambiguous specialists and business experts, Axie vastness can basically for the most part stir things up around town, the practically the greatest cost of $281.73 till 2030, really in spite of prevalent thinking amazingly. Is Axie boundlessness essentially kind of worth purchasing in 2040 in a fundamentally in every practical sense, significant way, truly in opposition to prevalent thinking? Axie infinity's worth essentially sort of is supposed to keep on growing, as lack will in general truly energize cost rise, which sort of in a real sense shows that the Axie's